burns my eyes. What a strange descent. Sound becomes hot again. Never ending wide. Forgot what I want. Is this Arcadia? I don't know what's right for the world. Oh, I may have
All right. How's everybody doing? What is this music? This isn't Final Fantasy music. Is this Guilty Gear music in my Final Fantasy stream? Well, let me tell you something about my personal brand. How's everyone doing today? Everyone good? It's hot out. And it will soon become hot in here. Things are heating up, that's right. So, today we're going to take on Garuda, I hope, and possibly beyond that, maybe even tackle Castrum and Praetorium if we're lucky. I don't know how much busy work there is between Garuda and then Castrum, but I'm assuming a substantial amount. Anyhow, let's turn His Majesty's theme down a little and get into it. It's Final Fantasy XIV-ing time, or at least it will be very soon. Here we go. Huzzah! There. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. So we're back. Back again. Wearing the full Maelstrom get up today, because I figured, why not? Maybe Praetorium if we're lucky. Hey, you know what I should probably do? Start New Game Plus. That's a thing. That's a thing an organized streamer would do. Anyways. Let's get right into it. Audio's good? Everything sounds good? Seagulls sound good in the background? Alright. Shana has no desire to journey to the Isles of Umbra. I couldn't possibly imagine why. Fine, fine. I fail to see the justification for dragging me along on your journey, but if you insist, I will go as well. But 12 is my witness. If you leave me behind to be devoured by some horde abomination, I shall come back to haunt you. That sounds like a fair deal. Crunch. Here we go. Isles of Umbra. This was always a cool part of the game. I enjoyed this. Internet's going bad? Is the stream perishing for anyone else? Oh no. Stream, please. Ha! Take me to the Isles of Umbra, he bids. If it's as simple as... Oh, I see you've got a writ of passage. Alright then, come aboard. It was that easy. Well, alright. Because I was gonna say, I had trouble, like, setting up the stream today. It wouldn't let me set it up from OBS. I had to manually do it. But such is the way. This doesn't seem all that bad. Yeah, it's fine. I'm not saying I'd like to build a summer home here, but... Oh, hell's with this. Take your pot and go on without me. You've harvested corrupted crystals before, right? So it isn't as though you require my assistance. Speak to the man guarding the gate. I'm sure he'll let you in. Now, if you would please excuse me. She's gonna go cower behind that boat. This was always a cool area. Let's take a look while we're here. And also, they added all these things you can land on out here. And this absolutely enormous door that was never meant to be, like, ridden up to. They added all these parts to the maps you can, like, stand on. There's some interesting places in Limsa Lominsa, like, regions you can go. But I'm sure everything's fine here. This really is a big lighthouse, though. Damn. Alright. Enough admiring the scenery. Let's go talk to the man at the gate. David. Beg your pardon, sir, but how did you come here? Access to the island is currently restricted. You want some pot? An old pot? I'm not sure I follow. Oh, I see. You wish to harvest a corrupted crystal. Sorry, friend, but you may have to return empty-handed. How dare you? The writ Master Mimidoa gave you may grant you access to the island, but only authorized personnel may proceed past this point. Why, you ask? Look up and see for yourself. When that giant mass of crystal struck the lighthouse, it caused severe damage to both the structure and the machinery that once powered the beacon. Aye, contrary to what the small folk would have you believe, the fires of Pharaoh Sirius were not the product of a mage's thaumaturgy or a colossal arcane bomb, but an elaborate contraption fueled by ethereal energy. You mean it didn't run on wishes? Repairs are still ongoing, but it's anyone's guess when they'll be complete. What's worse, all work has ceased since rumors of the Walking Dead drove off our entire crew. Not that those rumors are incorrect. I've observed the fiends from a distance and at the ship graveyard to the south. What's drawn them to our shores is still a mystery, though. I'll make you a deal, Darius. Help me unravel this mystery and I'll bring you the corrupted crystal. In fact, I shall begin searching for one that satisfies your requirements. As for where to begin your inquiries into the situation, it just so happens that a party of 3 adventurers came ashore not long ago, seeking to scavenge valuable trinkets at the ship graveyard. I'd be surprised if they knew nothing of the undead infestation, so it might behoove you to question them. Don't you tell me what'll behoove me. Alright. Off we go to the ship graveyard where nothing bad is happening, I am almost sure. Alduhuil. Alright. Let's see. It's all there for the taking. 5 bleeding years worth of wrecks in their cargo. But those queer dead things and that voice. Actually, the voice was quite nice. Was it? Well, alright then. I'll take your word for it, sir. You saw them too, right? Dead people. Just shambling about without a care in the world. Except when they do seem to care, that is, and start shuffling toward the water. What about you, Louis? God, that voice, that single fleeting verse, I can still hear it. Stay clear of the southern shore, friend. It took every ounce of my strength to resist. To the southern shore! Or not. Okay. Alright, David. This talk of an alluring voice is disturbingly familiar, as if... That's impossible. They're all dead, aren't they? But if they have returned, that would mean... Oh, beg your pardon. I was just, thinking about something. Which reminds me, I received word from Master Mimidoa, or that Master Mimidoa would be arriving any moment. Apparently he grew tired of waiting for the lanky young lad with the 1,000-yawn stare to return, which I'm assuming is you. I don't know what sort of arrangement you had, but you should probably go and explain yourself. Well, fine. All the running around. Hey, thanks for the follow, Captain Steve-O. One captain to another, thank you. What's been keeping you, initiate? I ain't getting any younger, you know. Eh, some honey-voiced harlot's been calling out to folk that wander near the ship graveyard, and has stirred up the dead and all? Bloody hells, that takes me days back to a cannon boy sailing under old Mistbeard. They wouldn't dare, would they? Not after the lesson we learned them last time. Bah, they bloody would, though, wouldn't they? Brazen old biddies. Some folks said as the first purge would be the last, but I knew deep down in me bones that this day would come, and come it has. Aye, I'd bet. Me bum ears the siren behind this. Oh boy, his bum ear, not his bum. Nay, not one of the sanguine variety, initiate. Speak of the other kind, them what got feathers and lure sailors to a watery grave with their sweet, sweet song. Oh, but it don't end there. No, drowning's just the start. See, even in death, a man stays bound to the beast, forced to do her bidding till his corpse can't do it no more. 'Tis a fate I wouldn't wish on me worst enemy, except maybe in drink, and I'd regret it after. Any road, 'tis up to us to stop this hell's-born hussy afore she takes another soul. He's got a lot of things to call her, doesn't he? Of course, we can't send ye marching off to war without these. The siren don't have no power over a man as can't hear her song. 'Tis lucky for you I carry a spare pair, and lucky for both of us I'm a superstitious old sod, eh? Well, she ain't coming to us, so we best head over to her. To the ship graveyard, initiate. Sirens were always kind of confusing to me, because they're like... They seem kind of like Void Scent in how they operate, except they're not Void Scent. They're just... a creature. Of this world, even. But why and how? Such things we do not know. Alright, you. Just cryptids? Yeah, I guess. Fate music, please! If she passes near the shore, she's sure to spy the campfire and come looking. Just a matter of waiting now. Be gone, fate music. Welcome, ominous music. Okay, here we go. It's time to fight a siren. I'm beginning to wonder if some sly bugger ain't spun us a yarn here. It's just regular old cowardice. Uh-oh. Quiet. You hear that? 'Tis her. Look! Out over the water. She's come, initiate. She's come. Hello. Quick, lad. Shove them plugs in your ears and get ready for a fight. As soon as she realizes you're deaf to her ditties, she'll call on her thralls. And we'll be up to our necks in corpses before you know it. Well, alright. Uh-huh. Oh no. You know, normally you can just handle this by healing to full. Grommets and boat swains. No thank you. Be gone. Whoop. Anytime you're ready. Nope, she ain't having it. Oh no, the AoE's hidden under the water. Such a challenge. Forgot all about this. I remembered this. This was one of the few things I did remember. What's that? Well, there it goes. Ah, there's another one. Quit it. Quit it! Ow. Yeah, it's my understanding that Miss Beard killed basically as many sirens as he could find with the intent of wiping them out, which is what the undead siren in the Siren Song C is all about. This is La Habrea's doing, isn't it? He made these, didn't he? Now you're just plagiarizing song lyrics, lady. Get out of here. Can't believe this. Am I alright? Ha! I'm better than that, initiate. Happy as a sailor in a whorehouse I am. Of course, I'd be as happy as a sailor with two whatses if we'd gutted the strong songstress. But you can't have everything, can you? She'll not come crooning around here again, though. Not for a while, any road. And if she does, well, we know what to do, don't we? Thanks for the help, bugger me, I've clean forgot your name. Remind me. Darius? Don't recall having known initiate by that name, but if you're not me old mate, what's name? Why have you been so bloody helpful? Ah, never mind. Be seeing you, lad. Well, okay. Mission accomplished. You mean it was a siren? But how were you able to resist her song? I see. I had heard that Master Mimidoa was involved in the first purge, but I'd never actually... Having survived an ordeal like that, I can't blame him for carrying earplugs around with him. Anyway, I have something for you. The corrupted crystal you wanted. Safely sealed within the pot, just as you requested. Please, take it with my compliments. Well, alright. Time to fly back. I shan't be taking the boat. It's just over here, like barely a trip. Past this intimidating metal wall in the sea. Keeping them Sahagin out. Alrighty. Oh, it's you. Welcome back, Darius. You're looking remarkably hale, I must say. And more importantly, alive. You are alive, aren't you? Yes, and I bring pot. Aha! The conquering hero returns bearing a gift. Might I have a closer look? Impressive. Very impressive indeed. Yes, I think you'll be quite pleased with this specimen. Congratulations, Darius. Seldom have I encountered a corrupted crystal composed of such volatile overabundance of fire-aspected ether. What? You wanted a corrupted crystal composed of ice-aspected ether to counteract the effects of raging wind. Ah! Well, this specimen won't help you there. Anyone who knows anything about the elements could tell you that. You'll just have to keep looking, I suppose. Worthless! Absolutely worthless. Don't fret now, I know exactly where to find a corrupted crystal comprised of ice-aspected ether. An associate of mine in Gridania has been studying the effects of one such crystal on living beings. What's with that expression? I thought you'd be pleased to hear this news. This is not another wild dodo chase, I assure you. And what's even better is that this time you needn't use that warded pot of yours to protect yourself from the crystal's energies. Hayden's findings suggest that it is quite safe. Why, you ask? Well, let's just say that it has undergone a unique process that has rendered such precautions unnecessary. Anyway, do not let me keep you. It has been a pleasure, Darius. Come back and see me sometime, alright? Sure. If I ever need to do more pointless busy work, you'll be the first person I go to. The alternative is listening to Alfie now, so you guess you'll take the padding? Yeah. Although I'm sure Alfino is gonna have plenty to say in time. Alright. Where's that Hayden feller? You like Alfino? I like Alfino too, just not early Rome Reborn Alfino, where he is like maximum smugitude. Alright. Alfino is one of my favorite characters after he becomes British Alfino. Greetings and salutations, Mr. Stormcrow, I presume? Shauna has informed me of your adventures in Aleport. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Though as Professor Lambertaint is fond of saying, no action taken in the name of science is ever truly wasteful. To the matter at hand, corrupted crystals possessing the properties you seek could be found in abundance at the standing courses following the calamity. Smugitude is a solid word. Alfino Chunibio Levelier. He's going through his big Chuny phase right now. Alas, that is no longer the case, and while there is at least one suitable crystal that remains to be found within the 12's wood, precisely where it is at any given moment is more difficult to say. Permit me to explain. You are familiar with the Spriggans, yes? The furry little rascals that are wont to seek out ores and other stones? Well, one such creature with an infamously insatiable appetite has single-handedly devoured every corrupted crystal in the 12's lid. Fortunately for you, these crystals take an eternity to digest, assuming that they can even be digested. And I am reasonably confident that one still resides within his gut. Oh boy. Quite fascinating, really. My theory is that this Giggity first consumed a corrupted crystal when... You couldn't care less about this, could you? I couldn't. To the point, then. Giggity seldom makes his presence felt unless there is a particularly fine fodder to be had. Therefore, we shall require a lure, and I have precisely the sort he will find impossible to resist. Simply place this true heart, I shall save the story of its origin, or save the story of the origin of its unusual name for another occasion, outside of the Spriggan's lair, and wait for the opportune moment to pounce. As for the method by which you retrieve the crystal from his gut, I shall leave that to your discretion. Gonna feed him Chipotle. Alright, let's go. Where is he? Central Shroud? Alright. No problem. Let's go. Near that completely unconspicuous mansion. Inconspicuous? Why the egg? I never get this mount until I have to stream, and then all of a sudden Mount Roulette, it's just egg. It is time for egg. And nothing else. I do not like this egg. I do not want an egg in these trying times. Yes, fitting that I be riding an egg to the death of a Spriggan. Alright. Wow, that's a big Spriggan. Now it's a dead Spriggan. Away we go. Well, no egg this time, guys. No egg. Right, you can't just go through here. I gotta talk to somebody. Alright. That's fine. I've killed the crystal bearer. Yep. No more crystal bearer. Tragic, is it not? Although every time I think crystal bearer, my brain automatically goes bearer of the crystal, as in bearer of the curse. And he shall seek lest no more. Ah, pray do not sneak up on me like that. Oh, I'm sorry, that was more of an ah! I was engrossed in... Wait, what is that? What is that god's awful smell? It's a corrupted crystal. Still juicy. My word, that is a breathtakingly beautiful crystal. I see my supposition was not mistaken. Ugh. And I also see you weren't averse to digging through the Spriggan's entrails for your prize. We owe our furry friend a debt of gratitude, you know. The thick coating of digestive juices is protecting us from the harmful effects of the crystal, just as the warded pot you once used did. Why so glum, friend? You finally obtained the corrupted crystal you sought, one overflowing with earth-aspected ether. Calm down, I jest. It is comprised of ice-aspected ether. Worry not. I suppose that joke is in poor taste, considering your previous 2 attempts were for naught. I would like to just, like, as soon as he says earth-aspected, just punch him into the river. How dare you? Beg your pardon, Darius. I forgot to return your crystal to you. Oh, and there was a message for you from Professor Lambertaint. Something about a man named Mark? Apparently the professor misses the intellectual stimulation. Forgive me, I should have written it down. It occurs to me that I have yet to ask why you needed the crystal. You aren't planning something nefarious, are you? 'Twould reflect poorly on me and my research if it was used for evil ends. Well, perhaps it's best I remain ignorant. Ugh. I didn't become the professor's greatest pupil by filling my head with unnecessary information. Yes, but shouldn't an inquiring mind be the hallmark of a good scholar? Like, really? Tisk tisk. Alright. Time to go see Sid. I wonder if he managed to grow a personality while we were away. Let's find out. To the airship landing. I think. Yeah. Alright. Well, that ain't it. Hold on. That guy's name is Spinning Blade. He's a Beyblade. Damn. Wish I had a name that cool. Alright. Greetings, sir. Do you wish to proceed to your vessel? Sure. To the vessel. Ugh, I can never just jump over things here. Alright. I believe this is it. You got anything to say, Alfino? Why do you tarry, Darius? Our work is not yet finished. We must press onward until the Harpy Queen lies broken at our feet. Still likable. All repairs and modifications have been completed, Darius. Once you bring me the crystal, nothing will stand between us and Garuda. Well, do I have a treat for you, Sid? I'll need to run some tests to be sure, but this looks to be exactly what we need. Worry not, Darius. I'll see that your hard work doesn't go to waste. You best not, Sid. The Enterprise is ready, or is already more than a common airship, but mark my words. Soon it will become something greater, something extraordinary. This is me. This is what I was born to do. Good job, Sid. You figured it out. What you were actually born to do is squabble with your domestic partner, Nero. But there'll be time for that later. Oh, that's the Garuda. Here we go. According to my tests, the device is now functioning in perfect harmony with the crystal, meaning we can leave whenever you're ready. But you must understand, tests can only tell one so much. Until we approach the Howling Eye, until we attempt to breach the barrier itself, I cannot be sure that this will work. I think it's only fair to tell you that there is a small but statistically significant chance that the crystal could trigger a massive... mayhap is better, that we remain positive. Darius, I want to thank you for reuniting me with my ship, for trusting in me to develop this plan, for everything. You've helped me rediscover a part of myself I'd forgotten. I'm not the man I once was, and I do not know if I ever shall be. But I do know one thing. This feels right. My apologies for the sudden outpouring of sentiment. I would have waited until after the mission, but, well, you understand. The Sid Nero divorce part 1? Yes, it's coming. Oh, it's coming. Here we go.
There. She's ready.
Onwards.
Ah, she stirs.
There's such weird looking like helms or yokes. I'm not sure what you'd call it on an airship. I'm assuming the helm.
To Kurthus, and an audience with the Harpy Queen Garuda. Enterprise, engage.
Really, Alfino? You weren't kidding about the Chuny face. We should all just be falling to the back of the airship. He took his goggles off. They can come off. My God.
Damn it. I once flew in this airship, and I was not alone. There were adventurers on board. Adventurers like you.
Was it adventurers like me because it was me? In 1.0, you shit. Where are we going to go fight Nail?
Just how long have I worn these damn goggles? Ah, yes, I fancied myself a trendsetter in my younger days.
Oh man, look at this Ponce. I'm glad he never changed his hair, even when he was a
A
child.
young prodigy, admired by all, exactly like his father. Born and raised in Garlemald.
I don't know if you noticed how puffy my shirt was when I was a child, but I was quite popular.
It was only natural that the precocious young student should become an engineer. Had his father not done the same?
His father had become a war criminal. Not quite yet.
Father, when did we stop seeing eye to eye?
to eye. You gotta put 3 of them in because you're Garlean, Sid. He's bad at this. He doesn't know how to be a Garlean.
When did Meteor become your everything and your loved ones cease to matter?
Oh, they gave him a little chin scruff. He didn't have that in 1.0. No, Gaius! You have enough children.
You abandoned us all, but he was there for me, Father. There for me when you were not.
Bad dad returns.
Though he proved no better in the end. Gaius was just another man with an all-consuming obsession.
Gaius putting a hand on his shoulder and being like, have you ever considered a career as a child soldier? Alright. This is neat.
And so I ran, left the Empire behind and came to Eorzea, where I built the ironworks.
What in the world?
Yes, it was then that I first donned these goggles.
That wasn't Darius. If that was actually shiny spectral Darius, he would have an eye patch in his hand. Like, hey man, wear this. It's cool. And it would be an eye patch with a second tiny patch on it for your third eye as a Garlean.
My eyes. It was home to so many minor people, each with their own hopes and dreams. People worth saving, and so I fought beside them. I wanted to prove that my knowledge could serve a nobler purpose.
Don't you at that. It's good.
I wanted to prove that there was another way.
And so I lost my memories and joined the church.
I found my new home.
No, I don't think it's ever explained. Ever. Like, I'm pretty sure Sid always had those goggles. They were just part of Sid, even in 1.0. It's the echo, don't think about it. Yeah.
The wind in your hair, the endless sky. That light. It was you, wasn't it?
What the fuck are you talking about, man?
It's surprising how few people know this, but all pureblood Garleans have a third eye. Perhaps mine helped me recognize you, or perhaps it was just a lucky guess.
All pure-blooded Garleans have a gross third eye.
The Enterprise was made for this, to carry Eorzea's protectors into battle. I am proud to be able to call her my own.
Sid? What exactly do you remember?
Alfinod, my boy. Sorry to have been
My
such a
boy?
burden.
That's right, Sid. The real burden here is Alfie now.
I remember everything. My name, my people, and my purpose. Everything. Come, it would be rude to keep Garuda waiting.
Well, that's conspicuous as hell. Oh no, bad Garlean pickup lines. You know all pure-blood Garleans have a third eye? Want to see my fourth? Oh no. That's definitely something. What is it, Darius? Don't tell me you're having second thoughts at a time like this. Or do you truly wish to return to Gridania? No, never. All our efforts, all our travails, all of it was for this. Make ready, Darius, for the end is nigh, be it hers or our own. Before I do that, let me just double check that this is off. Aha. Not getting me with that this time. Here we go. Time to go beat up Garuda. Who dares intrude upon my sanctuary? Your insolence shall not go unpunished, landwalkers. Oh no, she's hot. 12th preserve, she's huge! Where are you looking, Alfino? As I live and breathe. Over there, look. Uh-oh. The rat men. The lizard men. Amalja and kobold prisoners. Why would the XL bring them here? She did it, I don't have to do it. Wherefore come you hither, foolish mortals? Garuda, we are come to put an end to your reign of terror. Now hold on, Alfino, let's not get hasty. Hear you this blasphemy, my children? These landwalkers would bring me low. You who are bound to crawl upon the earth should revere me, for I am the wind. I am the wind. Does anyone care for a spot of cake, or perhaps that's just me? No, Alfie, no, you can't handle the cake. Leave the cake to me. Did we not take to the skies and slip your defenses? We are bound by nothing, Garuda. Yeah, right, standing right in front of her within tempering distance. You think your playthings give you strength. They will not help you here, Landwalker. This is my realm, where none can challenge my supremacy. Struggle though you may, I shall slake the roots with your blood and festoon the canopy with your entrails. Ha 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 ha! Festoon. That's a good word.
Squawk! Slay the unfeathered ones we shall. As an offering to Garuda, they will serve.
That really wasn't a squawk, that was more of a... Leave the XL to us, Darius. We'll keep them distracted while you deal with her. These two non-combat gentlemen. Do not fail, Darius. Remember, you fight for the Scions. For Eorzea. Hey, don't worry about me, man. This worm would die by my own hand. Come then! I shall grant you that which you seek. Why do I hear boss music? This is straight out of 1.0. Uh-oh. Look out, Garuda. Oh no. I believe even after all this time, Garuda still has the nicest butt in Final Fantasy XIV. Even with the addition of 2B. No. No, no. That's enough. You too. Still no match for the auto attacks. No. No! No, no! Oh boy, she's having a bad day. What? How in the hells? This is my realm. You have no hope here. None. None! Screonk. Did you truly believe you could defy a god, Landwalkers? I'm a god. You cannot kill a god. Such an intoxicating innocence. Shame on you, sweet Nerevar. Oh boy. Yeah, you guys really dealt with the Ixal super good. But what if we're 1/14th of a god? My power is limitless, my children legion. And they have rendered unto me a wealth of crystals. Their gifts sustain me, their faith empowers me. None save my children will escape the reckoning mortals, and those who would use my crystals to waken the rest shall realize the folly of their faith. Then all the world shall worship none but me, the one true God. Very good. Of course, worship! So long as the XL keep playing, she will never fall. Then let's stop them. What were you doing? Just running away, going, can't get me, XL. Ugh! Well done. Ha 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 ha! Hee hee! Ha ha! Hoo hoo! Come to me, warrior of light, through fire and war. Come to me openly and not by stealth. No harm will come to you, my children. This is only the beginning, Landwalkers. All who oppose me shall suffer for their defiance. Soon, the worms of the forest shall receive my judgment. The desert vermin next. Their walls of stone will not shield them from the tempest. And then I will take vengeance on the sea lice. Their wooden boats cannot outrun the wind. She does. She's got a real beak, which I guess makes sense. Tremble, mortars. For I shall visit you all in time, and all shall be mine. All mine! You, Landwalker, you who dared to raise your hand against me, you shall be the first to pay for your sins. Not with your death, but with your life. You will serve me, Landwalker, to your last breath. Except no. No. No! I have claimed you. You should be mine. Yes, begone, wench. Oh no, the crystal. That's right, I have the power of God and anime on my side. I do believe that makes a full set. Wow. I got all the crystals. Can you believe it? How does it feel, Garuda? Being in terms of having a crystal on the same level as a Gubu. What? What are you? What have you done to me? Now I am all the Power Rangers. That's right. What if it was always morphin time? No mortal should possess such power. This is impossible.
Wow.
Hey, thanks for the follow. Alright. Where did she go? She is gone. Alexander music intensifies.
Why do you not tremble at my might? Why do you not beg for mercy? Why do you not die?
We've done it.
We.
Ah! Impossible it is!
Kill you all. Is that all?
Uh-oh. What could this be?
O Lady of the Vortex, O mighty Garuda. Of all primals,
Bum,
the
bum,
most
bum,
terrible.
bum,
I
bum,
say again,
bum.
is that all?
Gaius!
Ah, Sid, my boy, you look well. For one who has forsaken kin and country. I wonder what else you will forsake before the day is done.
Damn, guys. It's our boy! It's our boy Balesar.
What exactly did you hope to accomplish here this day? Well, I shall accomplish far more.
Didn't even give him a chance, Gaius. Damn! Where can I get one of those? He's got a Mega Buster.
Is that all? Is that all? Insolent mortal! I shall make you suffer! That foul stench! I see now. She has touched you!
It's a bad touch.
Very well.
Oh, Hand of the
Does
Empire.
she still mean to fight?
Our Lord of the Inferno Almighty brought us succor in our hour of need.
Save us, Titan, Lord of Crags! It hurts us so! The pain! The pain!
Back when these guys had appropriate voices for their appearances.
What is she? 12 preserve. She cannot mean to.
Ah, jeez. I'll fight all of them at once. Why not? That would make it still unfair, but
No.
it'd be cool.
No, this is all wrong.
Stop gawping, boy. We must run.
There weren't enough primals fighting each other in the story. Basically one time, I think in Heaven's Word. And it was cool!
Surrender yourselves unto me. I would feast upon your ether. None shall stand against the wind.
Yes, in a fight. I don't need to deal with any infernal nails in that way, thank you. Hey look, it's Juggernauts. Change the subject very quickly.
Bear witness to the glory of the Empire.
Oh, getting styled on, Ifrit. Oh, man. What a loser. This would be a good time to run away, Garuda. Just saying.
It is you who will suffer, Garuda. Ancient Alec had ways of dealing with your kind. Now, look on their ultimate weapon, Icon, and despair.
What manner of power is this? Run! Oh, nope. You goofed.
No! No!
Whoa! Jeez! That's metal.
Magnificent. It exceeds all expectation.
Such expectations!
With each primal it consumes, it grows more powerful. A marvel, is it not?
Shut up, Thancred.
Such is the fate of those who oppose the Empire.
How do they fly? That is a
There
good
will
question.
be no warriors of light to save you this time.
Such digestion.
If your leaders are as wise as they are reported, they will surrender.
Such supplication.
Your skills are impressive, but they will not be enough.
If I remember right, I think Juggernauts have like a weird like wheel, like an engine wheel on the bottom, and that might be how they fly. It's weird looking. But it's got like cerulean fire coming out of it. It can fly now. Oh, there it goes.
Twelve, have mercy. What chance have we against such an ungodly creation? And who was that armored devil?
You weren't here in
Gaius
2.0 or
Van
1.0.
Legatus of the 14th Imperial Legion and Supreme Commander of the Garlean Invasion Force in Eorzea.
One of the last story quests in 1.0 had Gaius show up and basically kick the shit out of all the Scions at once. It was really something. It does all come back to ceruleum, which is just crystal juice at the end of the day.
Of course. The Black Wolf. How could I not realize? Grandfather mentions him in his journal.
I was never so naive as to think the man would abandon his ambitions. But these developments are beyond my worst expectations. What have you been doing these past 5 years? How could something of this magnitude have escaped the Alliance's attention?
Yeah, Alfino, explain
We
yourself.
heard no whispers, saw no signs. In the wake of the calamity, the Empire seized land and built outposts. But that was the extent of their aggression.
Yep, this is the man your father tried to appease, Alfino.
Damn it, guys. Where in the seven hells did you find that thing?
It has been a day of unexpected developments. But the fact remains, Garuda is no longer a threat. While I take no comfort in the manner of her downfall, it does mean that we may safely put the matter of the primals to one side. For the time being, at least.
Alagmart. That's right.
Which just leaves
There was an
the
old
battle of
Allegan
Gaius'
IKEA below the Cartno Flats. Gaius' new toy.
Indeed. That weapon poses the greatest threat to Eorzea. It must be destroyed. But first, we must needs find out all we can.
No, let's not must needs anything, Alfino. I'll just go beat him up.
Let us make for Vesper Bay. We shall rebuild the Scions. All is not yet lost, my friend. For we bear the light, and shall surely lead our people from the darkness.
Sure. I should have just fought them all right there. Put an end to it. That weapon didn't destroy those primals, it devoured them. Gods only know what else it can do. So that was the thing about the weapons in general that I always thought was cool, how they absorb a primal and take on some of its like traits. As we saw with like the wings sprouting out of Ultima Weapon when it absorbed Garuda, and they mentioned during Ruby Weapon that it probably devoured some Void Scent to wind up looking the way it does. Yeah, they Kirby it. Well, that was an experience I would rather not have again. Something has been troubling me, Darius. Shortly before the Black Wolf took center stage, when Garuda attempted to claim you as her own, I could have sworn I saw... but I'm sure I was mistaken. In times of great stress, the evidence of the eye is apt to be misread by even the most inquiring mind. Forget I mentioned it. Returning to the subject of our earlier discussion, we may consider the matter of the primals closed until further notice. No beast tribe will dare summon their god as long as that weapon exists. Yeah, like, if the primal's imprisoned, any, like, prayer goes towards empowering the prisoned primal, which just powers up the battery of whatever machine is running off of it. Yeah, that's right. That's what the whole coil thing was all about, and the Warring Triad. Yes. So what, Alfino? What? It's fine. You were just a little obnoxious baby, even more than you are now. Truly, a more effective deterrent I could not imagine. It almost seems a shame to plot its destruction. Shut up, Alfino. We're doing it. It is past time that we pray return to the Waking Sands. To leave our headquarters in disrepair any longer would be a dishonor to the memory of those who fell there. We have been brought to our knees, but we will rest, rebuild, and rise once more. Something occurs to me. So, the Garleans attacked the Waking Sands, and we basically abandoned it for a period of time until we come back now. Which also means that Tupsimati was just sitting in there, not being used. Just anyone could wander in and take it. Anyone. This incredibly powerful artifact was just sitting there in an abandoned building. And the Garleans didn't think to do anything with it, and the Ascians didn't think to do anything with it. It's not plot relevant yet, so nobody pays attention to it. Is that what I'm to believe? Onwards. Ah, well. Yeah, Livia just wanted to kill. Honestly, they probably sent the worst person they could have for doing any sort of deep strategic thinking. I don't think Livia's that type. Yep. I had no idea, Darius. I can only imagine how you felt when you returned that day. Like, basically, they could have sent Nero, and I think that's it. I don't think anyone else would have really thought to do anything with Tupsimati. And even then, Nero may not have, just out of his own sort of need to express Garlean superiority. Tell me, Darius, does that here strike you as odd? I see signs of recent habitation. Could it be that we have trespassers? Mayhap it is just my imagination. Come, let us proceed into the Solar. Wait. Wait for what? My God! Who goes there? It's Ida. Now, Ida, is that any way to greet a friend? Alfino, Darius. Sid? Wait, is this a dream? Not that I'm aware of. It's been a while, Ida. I don't believe it. I was sure you'd been. Ida's here to steal Toopsie Mati. Get her! This place has seen better days. You know, I wasn't actually here when... I was still in Tux at the Adder's Nest. The first I knew about it was when I came back and I saw... Ida. The church had taken care of the bodies, but that still left the stains. It was hard to know where to start, if Y'ashtola hadn't been there to help me. Y'ashtola is here too. Yes, but she's not here right now. She's gone to Ul'dah to meet a man who might know what happened to the others. Papa Limo and Minfilia weren't among the dead, according to the church. Y'ashtola thinks they were taken somewhere. Upon the orders of the Black Wolf, no doubt. Why would he want them? Because they possess something he desires, knowledge of another power that can be brought to bear against the primals, one that Gaius has yet to harness. The Echo. Yes, of course. Gaius will be aware of its existence, as well as the immunity it grants to the gifted. It grants the gifted to the primal's influence. Powerful although his elegant weapon may be, he would doubtless desire such protection. He means to use Minfilia to gain an understanding of the Echo. None of which explains how the Empire came to know the location of the Waking Sands in the first place. Yes, take the unruly people, but leave the dormant, inanimate, extremely powerful relic, the one that's capable of killing Ascians. No matter, the Empire has shown its hand, and now we must act. It is up to us to rebuild the Scions and save Eorzea. Can I count on you, Ida? What? Oh yes, yes, of course, whatever you need. We can discuss our next move upon Y'ashtola's return. For now, I say we rest. Can we, turn some lights on or something? Still baffles you as to why Livia, who got a message that you had just killed Titan 5 minutes prior, somehow thought we'd get all the way back to the Waking Sands in that 5-minute window? That's a good question. Maybe she thought, yeah, they can just teleport. They're, super fast. Think. We know a lot about that now. Whoa. Live, laugh, love. It's a giant wine glass. Oh God, the star shower. No.
Bringer of light, brave gatherer of the crystals, thy soul burneth bright.
Don't rhyme at me.
I am Hydaelyn, all made one.
All made one.
Hearken unto me now, for the darkness doth begin to spread. Wear thee the bearer of the crimson brand, for he is the avatar of shadow, whom death attendeth always. The crystals shall be thy salvation, thy blade and shield both.
Hydaelyn looking kinda thick.
Steel thyself, for at the appointed hour thou shalt stare into the heart of darkness.
She do be looking kinda thick though.
Go with caution, my child, but fear not, for I am ever with thee.
This is just her answering machine message, isn't it? Yeah, they really painted her as an extra delusional moron in all the extra stuff in Shadowbringers. Y'ashtola, Darius, I see you and Alfinod were safe. And Sid. Yes, it's Sid, but with a beard. That we five should meet each other thus defies simple explanation. It is as if the benevolent hand of Master Louisoix guides us still. Does it defy explanation that we would all go back to our headquarters? Is that really such a stretch? He would not see us undone so easily, not now when the need is so great. I know where Minfili and the others are being held. Where? The Imperial stronghold in the heart of Mordona, Castrum's Century. My god. Yeah, just the pan over to Tupsimati in the background.
That's the Louisoix.
I can't believe Alfino's grandpa is a stick. He's a broken mic stand. My god. What symbol is that? Is that Thaliak? Alright, let's do this. Let's go and rescue Minfili and the others. Gaius may have called it a weapon of ancient Alec, but I saw extensive magic tech modifications. An Imperial castrum. 'Twas to be expected, I suppose. A similar stick needs to be pulled out of Fortunal's ass. Well, you're not wrong. I'm gonna rip that thing out and then beat him with it. The rescue of our allies will be no small undertaking, Darius. What I want to get to Charlayan in Endwalker and have to deal with I got divorced by my wife for disowning the kids, and now I sleep in the office. Fortunal. That's what I want. Either that, or he's going to fucking lie to her. Oh yeah, they're dead. Even under normal circumstances, breaching the defense of an Imperial castrum would be a highly dangerous proposition. It's not like the doors open as soon as you walk up or anything. But now that Castrum Sentry houses prisoners whom the Garleans deem valuable, we may be confident that they have taken additional measures to ensure the stronghold's security. If we are to free our friends, we will require an effective strategy, and if we are to formulate an effective strategy, we will require intelligence. I believe I know a man who may be able to assist us in this. Lord Portelaine of House Durender. He is stationed at the Observatorium in Corthus. Let us go to him and beseech his aid.
Ooh, back to the Observatorium.
Okay. Fine. Yeah, even synced, Ultima Weapon's a joke. Like, sleepwalk through it easy. I remember in 2.0 having to, like, seriously, like, you gotta hold your limit break for when he's gonna cast Ultima, otherwise you're not gonna make it. But no. No. Just beat him up. Slap him around a bit. Now that I said it, I'm pretty sure Fortunal's just gonna either lie to his wife about Alifino and Alize or just lie by omission. It's gonna be one of those like, I'm disowning you so the Forum won't take action against you. Because the Forum tried to assassinate a 16-year-old girl for teaching people astrology. All the way down, huh? I came in from the top for nothing! Oh well. Yeah. Like, I remember when, what's his name? The second boss used to do anything other than just be like, burn him down, burn him down. Like, you had to jump between the platforms along the outside of the ring. And you had to have one person get locked down by those Magitech things and other people DPS them. I remember. Ah, Darius, the man who unmasked the heretic in our midst. To what do we owe the pleasure of your company? You are an associate of Y'shtola, but of course! Lord Drimont confided to me that you were a scion of the Seventh Dawn. Castrum Sentry, what instance have you in all of... Or what interest have you all in the Imperials? They hold several of our number, whom we intend to free. Any information you could provide would be greatly appreciated. I see. That might explain our scout's reports. They observed 4 prisoners being led into the castrum, a Huron woman, an Elzen man, and 2 Lalafels, 1 male, 1 female. Just out DPS it? Yeah. It's them. It has to be. Minfilia, Urianger, Papalymo, and Tataru. That scant morsel is of use to you. You may also be interested to hear about a more recent incident. An Imperial airship made an emergency landing here in Kurthus not long ago. 2 men believed to be prisoners, a Rogadin and a Lalafell, were seen fleeing the craft. What did you say? A Rogadin and a Lalafell, Master Garland. Neither wore Imperial dress and both seemed disinclined to wait for rescue. Hence our assumption that they were prisoners. Well, I'll be damned. It's Biggs and Wedge. Trust those 2 rascals to escape. We must find them, Darius, and soon. The Imperials will not rest until they are captured or killed. And if Biggs were to given the choice, I fear he'd take the latter. Freeing those held in Castrum Sentry will require substantial planning and preparation. As such, it is an endeavor that will admit some slight delay. The matter of the escapees, by contrast, will not. Shortly after the prisoners vacated the airship, our scouts observed Imperial troops setting off in pursuit. It is likely only a matter of time before they catch them. If you wish to see your comrades again, you best act now. I intend to. If, as has been suggested, the Garleans took our fellow scions prisoner in hopes of understanding the echo, it seems reasonable to assume that they will not be executed until such time as the study is complete. So we have until Stormblood. But Biggs and Wedge are not scions, nor do they know aught of the echo. As Lord Portalaine said, this may prove our only chance to rescue them. I say we seize it. I say we seize it right now. Thank you, everyone. You won't regret this. I mean, what's a little extra busy work? Take a jog, beat up some Garlemans. Oh. They just came down the funicular. Bum, 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 bam, 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 bam.
Final preparations are almost complete, my lord. There stands the culmination of 5 long years of painstaking work. But all our efforts will be vindicated when the Emperor's vision becomes a reality. At last, we have the power to purge this land of its false gods. We shall give the ignorant children of Eorzea the security and stability they so desperately crave, as well as a 10-piece chicken McNuggets with special sauce, and which their spineless leaders have so palpably failed to provide. That's right. They failed to provide the BTS meal, available only in Garlemald. As you say, my lord, rest assured our engineers will not rest until the weapon is fully armed and operational. Ritaten, you depart for Castrum Occidens at midnight. You will command the Western Front in Vilbrand. Eorzeans will attempt to interfere with our plans, you will see that they do not, and become the most challenging trial in the game. My lord, if this be your will, I shall carry it out to the best of my ability. I live only to serve the Empire. Yet, forgive my impudence, but is it proper to give command to half of our forces to, I have given you nothing, Praefectus. You have earned it. That will be all dismissed. Yes, my lord. None can stand against the ultimate McNuggies. My quarters, 1 hour. Yes. Gaius, no. Gaius is a big old perv.
Ahem. Lord Portelaine would like to aid you in your search for Biggs and Wedge. My purpose here is to reconnoiter Garlean activity along Abalathia's spine. Owing to this, I have the honor of being acquainted with Yashtola. Now, the report of the Imperial airship's emergency landing came to us by way of Zamail Darkhold, situated to the west. Our man, stationed at the entrance, a knight named Briselt, may be able to tell you more. So as to expedite your mission, I shall furnish you with a letter of introduction. I pray that you will soon be reunited with your comrades. May the Fury grant you strength. Ishgardians and their letters. Ooh, I'm literate. Yes. So that's Gaius being like, yo, Livia, my quarters, 1 hour. What are they gonna do in there? You stand before Zamail Darkhold, the subterranean fortress excavated by the great Ishgardian house of the same name. None but authorized personnel may enter. 'Tis overrun. What a dump! A letter from Lord Portelaine. So you've come about the Imperial airship. According to our scouts, the vessel had scarce touched the ground. Oh, jeez. Sorry. When a pair of men, captives by all accounts, burst forth and bolted. Imperial soldiers have since been sighted in the area seeking to recapture them. What? The captives are like to be your friends, you say? Then let us pray that they are yet a step ahead of their pursuers. The emergency landing reportedly took place near the Orem Vale, situated south and west of here. I suggest you take your search there. Seek out a knight named Piermont. He should be able to assist you. Piermont. I will take you to the knight known as Piermont. Please do be enjoying the Ishgardian hospitality. Alright. What? What, Porp? Orem Vale. This is the dungeon with stink, but it has too much stink. The Imperial airship. I saw it approach and land with mine own 2 eyes. Oh, excuse me. I sent to the listening site, arriving just in time to see the vessel take off to the skies again. But not before it had deployed an detachment of troops, gruff orders being barked, and there was an air of consternation about them. I said to them, please be fucking off. Alright. Stinky like Ishgardian cheese. That's right! Not gobby cheese, Ishgardian cheese. They were prisoners aboard the airship, it seems, and they seized the opportunity to flee when the vessel was forced to make landings upon the snow. The galleons, who were deployed, formed search parties and proceeded to scour the wilderness. In order to alert our forces, I returned to my post, but first have a cigarette, to find evidence that someone had been here in my absence. Whoever they were, they tried the door to no avail and decided to make the fuckings off and go elsewhere. Yes, the petit oignon, as it were, the potato. In all, I marked 2 sets of full price, One large and one small. If you search the area, perhaps you will be able to follow the prince of the owners. I sound like Lumiere? I do! You're right! Which means it's at least a Disney quality voiceover. Woohoo! Look at these. What are these, like rabbit footprints? New voice discovered. Yep, that's it. That one's going in the arsenal. I did it. These tiny, tiny footprints, like those are basically rabbit-sized footprints. I've seen plenty of rabbit footprints in the snow. Why am I mounting up? It's just over here. Like, look at normal human-sized footprints compared to these. My God. Anytime now. How many of these am I going to have to look at? Yo, that's wedges. Yeah, it's very, very dainty feet. And a very slight stride. What if you had boot treads that just made it look like multiple small footprints? What if that was the thing? And he's actually taking like 3 steps. I hope this isn't Chris's blood. Alright. Hey look, there's a quest marker sticking out of the bridge. What could that mean? So cold, I want to go home. Hey kid! Ah! Please don't eat me, I'm not nearly as succulent as I look. It's all skin and bones underneath, I swear. Oh, Darius, it's you. Thank goodness you're here. It's been awful. The Garleans were snapping at our heels like a hungry pack of wolves. I was so hell-bent on evading them, I almost ran headlong into a monster's gaping maw. Thrice! And when I finally found cover, it hit me how cold and hungry I was. Biggs? He isn't here. He went off in a different direction to lure our pursuers away. Also, it's a lot harder to hide when you're Rogadin-sized. It's me, Sid. Have you had any success? Track down Wedge. That's wonderful news. Now what of Biggs? No sign of him. Well, I see. It hardly surprises me that the big fellow went off as he did. For all the tongue lashings he gives Wedge, he has always taken care of him. I scoured the area surrounding the Darkhold, but I have nothing to show for it. At any rate, we know for a fact Biggs was headed west. With both Ida and Yashtola helping out, I'm sure he'll tune up soon. Hopefully alive! Now then, I'll make my way over to your position while keeping an eye out for Biggs. If memory serves, there should be an Ishgardian fortification not far to your west. Monument Tower, I believe it's called. Let us meet there. Dare I hope, was that Master Garland you spoke with? No, it was a different Sid. It was Robin Williams Sid from Final Fantasy VIII. After 5 long years, thank goodness he's alive. I'm feeling better now, Darius. Let's go to Monument Tower and wait for the chief to arrive. Oh, I can't go under there. What a fancy bridge. To Monument Tower. Isn't that the name of a place in Zelda? Or something really similar? Something very close in Zelda, I know that. Abeli? Well met and welcome, adventurer. What brings you to this frozen corner of the realm? This potato. Oh, it would seem your companion is kind of chill. Come and warm yourself by the fire. I will bring you both a hot broth. Hot broth. How are we feeling now then? Stay here as long as you need. The same goes for you, friend. It is plain that you have had a hard journey, or you have a hard journey ahead of you. You must find rest when you can. Just Darius carrying Wedge under his arm, yep. Either that or just dragging him by one leg. Well, yeah, just tuck him under an arm. Potato delivery. Yes, or potato delivery. Popoto? Popotos. I'm fine now, thanks to you, but I can't bear to think Biggs is still all alone in the cold with Garleans on his heels. You don't want to wear heels in the snow. He lured the enemy away for my sake, and now he's suffering for it. I hate to have to rely on you again, Darius, but do you think you could search for Biggs? I haven't the slightest notion where he might be at the moment, but maybe, just maybe, the people here have seen something. Maybe, just maybe, they have. A Rogan gentleman dressed the same manner as your companion. I'm sorry, but he did not come by here. Let me think a moment. I would not raise your hopes unduly, but there is a cave situated a short distance to the south. We call it the Fury's Gaze, and it may be worth the while to investigate. I make this suggestion only because your friend seems like a selfless sort. Rather than drawing the enemy to this tower, mayhap he elected to pass us by. Mayhap he did. Oh no. It's the theme of the recently defeated Garuda. Well, listen, if you're used to running in heels through the snow, then it's fine, right? All dead. Report to Wedge. Ride my strange armored saber-toothed tiger through the sky. Digging the samurai. Okay, now I want to point something out about this that I always thought was weird. The Gunbreaker mount is a saber-toothed tiger, which means this is traditionally a mount used by Hrothgar. Hey, thanks for the follow, Dapper Cactuar. Is it just me, or is there something weird about Hrothgar riding, like, a saber-toothed tiger? Like, is that a little too close for anyone else? It's a bit weird. Yes, I'm back on this! It's weird! There is a gorilla mount, and you know what? That's also kind of weird, but at least the gorilla carries you in its hand. Like if you put a saddle on the gorilla. Wouldn't that be weird? Nanamo rides a man. Yeah, but she's like a parrot. Darius, were you able to learn anything? Not in this area. Well, that stands to reason, I suppose, but... Or seeing as he was trying to lure the Garleans away from me. But where within this vast sea of snow and ice could he be? 6 feet under it? You will exclusively ride cat mounts at you? No! Don't! It is forbidden. We can't give up, Darius. We must find Biggs before he succumbs to the cold or is recaptured. There must be someone in this tower who can help us, even if it's only one to tell us where else to look. Ask them for me. Ask anyone who will listen, and hurry. Biggs' chance of survival grows slimmer by the moment. This is an extremely urgent situation, but I will do nothing! I will sit here and warm my tootsies by the fire. I can really feel the urgency. Looking down at him there, I can really feel the urgency. Approach with the fatter cat mount. Did you know that the fatter cat mount is only undead in the English localization of the game? In the English localization, it is a dead cat being possessed by a void scent. And I gotta wonder if it's a Futurama reference. He just said woo! Seems the fate of Monument Tower is to watch the Watcher. 'Twas built to guard the Fury's gaze, and the stone beyond. Price, hidden in its depth. And now it keeps vigil against the Garlean outpost, for the jewel that is Ishgard must never fall into the Empire's unclean hands. Ignace, like Ignacio, except they kind of gave up. Your friend is lost in the wilderness, you say? If he's not to be found here, or in the vicinity of the Darkhold, it is possible he made for Whitebrim. To reach it, one must travel through Danafen Pass, the southern end of which lies to the north and east of here. While I make no guarantee that your search will bear fruit, it is surely better than worrying in idleness. Wedge. I wish you luck. Oh, and one more thing. Do tread warily when climbing the stairs here. Not a moon ago, I near broke my neck when I slipped and took a tumble. Okay. Okay, thank you. Ignacio, but Francais. Yes. No mortal man could survive such a drop. Ow. I didn't need those knees. Why would he challenge me like this? Why would he make me do it? A solo duty. Hey man, how you doing? How you doing? Oh, okay. I'll go over here and start it and see what Ida has to say. She's fucking raring to go. Look at her. Darius, we found Biggs, but he's in trouble. Very well. Let's get this party started. Oh, he's ready to go too. Our orders are to take you back, dead or alive. Which will it be, engineer? Why don't you come and find out, tinhead? Yeah, fuck around and find out. Biggs bouncing over there and Y'shtola bouncing over here. It's just weirdly distracting. Ah, Darius, it is well that you are here. The situation is grave. Ida? Yeah. Biggs is in a bad way. We need to do something right now. What did I call her? Ida has the right of it. Oh, he will perish if we delay. Yeah. Although, I mean, if Y'shtola got her dukes up and started getting ready, it would make it worse. With me! Like she just decided to start fist fighting for this one encounter. He's not alone. Kill them all! I thought maybe I called her Elise, but it makes sense I'd call her Y'shtola. Y'shtola was right there. Alright. Oh, look! He's doing it, too! And me with my axe. No, Ida. Keep provoking. It's working. Where's Biggs? Oh, Biggs is over there. I can handle this, no problem. Let me just angle overpower a bit better here. Oh, this is ready. Ready just in time for there to be no enemies to hit with it. All these Garlean unit names. Sagittarius, Laquarius, Decurion. Now, I mentioned it in a previous stream, but the only one I know offhand is Decurion, as it is a person in command of a unit of 10. Like Centurion is in command of a unit of 100. A century, if you will. We did it. My thanks. Another moment and I would have... Ugh. He has been too long in the cold. We must find shelter for him. Let's go to Monument Tower, or whatever the fuck it's called. Monument Tower, you say? Very well. Yda and I shall bear him there with all haste. Yes. Sid will be so happy to see Biggs and Wedge again. I love reunions. Them crazy Romans. Yep. And then Amarat was all Greek. The Amarosians with their Greek names. Appropriate music. I imagine this theme just blasting from this mount as I traverse the wilderness. Alright. Boo-hoo. Crying onion. Onions are supposed to make other people cry. I cannot thank you enough, Darius, and the same goes for the rest of you. Thank you all so much. Oh, don't mention it. We are a family, are we not? What? This is the first I've heard of it. Well, yes, it's just, I didn't think I'd ever see him again. I owe the lot of you my life. And you save Wedges too, Darius. I'm losing count of how many I owe you. It's Sid. Biggs, Wedge. Gods, it's good to see the two of you again. Chief, it's you. It's really you. In our hearts, we knew you were still alive, but to finally see you in the flesh. When Alfino told me of a raid on the Waking Stands, I feared the worst. What happened? The enemy struck with nary a warning. We didn't stand a chance. Wedge and I were in the workshop when they came. Before we knew what was happening, the Imperials had us at gunpoint. So many drinks am I owed. Such hydration. 'Twas not his intention. It must have been awful. There's one thing I don't understand, though. How did the Garleans get there so fast? I mean, the Immortal Flames should have seen them coming, right? I myself have asked the same question. That day when I returned to the carnage at the Waking Sands, I noted not a mist in horizon. Nothing at all suggests the passing of an Imperial force. From this, I conclude that the Garleans came neither by land nor air. Nay, they were born here by potent teleportation magics. Magics of the kind used by the Asians. So they just teleported into town and wandered over. Carry on. We're bound and blindfolded and bundled into the cargo bay of a waiting airship. Can't really say how long we were aboard, but when the time came for us to disembark, we found ourselves in the midst of an Imperial stronghold, Castrum Sentry. Upon our arrival, we were marched off to the main complex. Biggs and I were thrown into a detainment cell together, while Minfilia and the others were taken elsewhere. That was the last we heard from them. Castrum Sentry. And more donuts. What happened next? Well, we were held in isolation for what felt like years, but was probably moons, or maybe only weeks. Couple hours. And then, without warning, the Imperials collected the pair of us and put us on another vessel, which we found out was bound for Garlemald, much to our dread. We knew that if we were taken back there, we weren't like to leave again. So, risky though it was, we sabotaged the ship's altitude control and thereby forced an emergency landing. And in the midst of the ensuing chaos, we managed to slip our captors. The rest, as they say, is history. I always wonder if the Aetherites were something tons of people used. If I remember right, the anima system from 1.0, which is where you had limited teleports, was how it actually works for most people, where there's a limited amount of anima everyone has. So you may be only able to use an Aetherite a set amount of times every now and then while your anima recovers. But the Warrior of Light has so much of it, they can basically just teleport anywhere they want all the time. If I remember right, and then the fee is just like, that it costs is just like a tax for the upkeep of the Aetherite. Running out of anima in 1.0 sucked. You basically only had it for like, had to basically conserve your anima for a really long range teleporting. Damn taxes!
The Eorzeans tax and steal. For taxation is theft. Is a man not entitled to the sweat of his brow?
Alright. Ha! If I didn't know better, I'd call that a likely story, sabotaging the altitude controls of an airborne vessel. That will have been Biggs's handiwork, like as not. You were always resourceful in a tight spot, my friend.
Such taxation! This was not my intention!
Darius, thank you for returning my dear assistance to me. It would seem I owe you yet another debt of gratitude. There are still many questions in my mind, but the answers can wait. Minfilia and the others still want for rescue. And it won't be the last time, at least not for Minfilia. Alright, you lot, the Garland Ironworks is back in business. Let's go give the Imperials what for. Hurrah! Huzzah! Woohoo! And so forth. Yes. Anyways. What do we got? Coming to my castrum. Thanks to you, Biggs and Wedge are with us again. Now we must find a way to rescue Minfilia and the others. Gods know we've kept them waiting too long already. Based on what we've learned, I believe it's safe to say that they're being held at Castrum Sentry. So let us convene at Revenant's Toll in Mordona. 'Tis a good place. 'Tis as good a place as any to prepare. And better than most. The road leading east, then south, will get you there. When we arrive, let us seek the advice of local adventurers. We're bound to learn a thing or two that will benefit our mission. The one regret I have about New Game Plus, and I feel like it's impossible to really do, is to reset the progress of places like Mordona and Idleshire getting built up. Because Revenant's Toll used to be basically nothing. And I feel like it'd be cool if people could see that again, you know? Because Revenant's Toll as it is now is super built up. Before it was a couple tenths. And nothing else. Do Heidelin and Zodiac fear the IRS? Yes, because you see what happened was when the original world was sundered into the reflections, it created one source world and then 13 potential tax havens. You don't have to pay taxes on holdings in another realm. Yeah, I was wondering about that, because I mean, it is just what it is, right? Revenant's Toll. You wouldn't really think that it had been built up if no one told you. Because, I mean, yeah, okay, here it is. Yep, no indication at all that it has changed. Yeah, it used to be practically nothing. And now it's, just enormous. Kind of a shame. They do have the 1.0 camp, though. Sort of. What's left of it. Well met, friend. What brings you to Revenant's Toll? Certainly not your mustache. Did I hear you rightly? Your friends are being held captive at Castrum Sentry, and you want to rescue them. I don't mean to discourage you, but that might prove difficult. The stronghold has been on high alert of late, with armored patrols seen about the perimeter around the clock. Not even a fly could get within 100 yalms of the walls undetected. There is a spider lowering itself down on a web behind my monitor. Shoo. If the Garleans were alerted to our coming, we cannot know that they will do, or what they will do to Minfilia and the others. We must act with the greatest stealth. Sneaking 100. It explains why some of the dialogue with the Dome and Enclave side quest sort of mention it. Yeah, it's, I think something a lot of people missed out on, and it's unfortunate. I feel like they could maybe, like, if you do New Game Plus, they progress more Dona with, like, the patches that you go through, you know? That'd be kind of cool. Aye, it has to be good old-fashioned infiltration. Oh, a sneaking mission. But with security so tight, how are we to smuggle ourselves in? Why, I have a mind to walk in through the front door. Huh? The front door? Aye, we'll disguise ourselves as Imperial troops and march right in. They'd have to introduce some sort of layering like WoW does. Yeah, like, phasing. Yeah, the phasing that WoW does. I mean, it's cool. For this, we'll need a few sets of Imperial uniforms, a suit of Magitech armor, and impeccable timing. Heh, that's a bold strategy, but it just might work. Where we are, there's certainly no shortage of opportunities to borrow the equipment. Knowing those Imperial bastards, they won't even suspect that we savage Eorzeans would think to use their technology. Then it's settled. If you're determined to go ahead with this, I'd recommend you speak with Glomant. The fellow's got a personal grudge against the Empire and happens to know a deal about Castrum Sentry besides. I've no doubt he'd want to be of aid. Yeah, that's a lot to ask of the dev team, I'm sure. Because it's like, they seem to be stretched thin constantly. Always getting people pulled off of their, like, dev team to work on other Square Enix projects. As well as basically all the money from 14 being funneled away for other things, too. Ida and I shall go reconnoiter Garlean activity at the stronghold. It would not do for if something were to befall our comrades before we had the chance to act. Come and join us when you're ready, Darius. Let's do this! Well, alright. Sometimes I wonder, Ida, are there ever times when you are not enthused? Yes, sometimes she's asleep. I'm nothing if not enthused, Yashola. You're beginning to remind me of Papa Limo. Alright, Glomant. That guy over there. Looking for Glomant, are you? Well, you found him, whoever you are. You're looking to get inside Castrum Sentry and you need my help? Heh. Something tells me we're gonna get along just fine. All Fantasia purchases are funding FF16. That's right. And thus did the game have an infinite budget. So, you have friends at Castrum Sentry that want for rescue. That Slaffborn knows me too well. Aye, he can count on my help. I've got a score to settle with the Imperials, and I never pass on an opportunity to get back at the Whore Sons. But enough about me, let's talk strategy. Rescuing folk from captivity is a right delicate business. A single oversight, just one little blunder, and it's all over. You can't leave any room for uncertainty. For starters, you need to confirm beyond a shadow of a doubt that your friends are where you think they are. You don't want to risk your neck only to discover that they've been moved elsewhere, but how can you find out, you ask? By following these instructions. If you approach Sentry from the east, you'll see a swampland to your left called the Tangle, which is, I think where the 1.0 opening cutscene is supposed to take place before, like, Mordona gets wrecked. I think that's where it's supposed to be happening. Get in there. Never mind the moor balls and navigate your way to the southwestern corner. You'll come upon some drainage pipes coming down from the stronghold. Don't ask me how I know, but one of them leads back up to the command tower. If you listen closely, might be as you can eavesdrop on some of the happenings within. Once we know for certain your friends are there, we'll move to the next stage of the operation. Now get going and Godspeed. Sure. If we take a look over here real quick, you can see the ruins of the old 1.0 Revenant's Toll. This right here. Nope, someone got pulled into that. Every single Aetheryte camp in the entire game was basically a cut and paste version of this sort of thing here. There was a fence, like this, around the camp, and 2 tents. One in each corner, as well as a campfire and an Aetheryte. So this used to be the old camp before the Troubles basically caused an earthquake that heaved the ground up, and this crystal came and basically wrecked it. But yeah, that is old Revenant's Toll right here. I believe it's mentioned in the story, actually. You gotta, like, get something from the camp. But that's old Revenant's Toll, and there was another camp down, like, in, I would say, this area. There used to be, like, a southern part of the, Mordona, because it used to go all the way around the lake. So I guess it would be, like, down here. If I remember right, it used to go all the way around the lake. Anyways, to the Tangle. Yeah, if you fly up, you get a real good view of what, like, a disaster zone Mordona is. It got disasterified twice. To the Drunog pipe. Ew, bugs. Alright. Back to what I was doing. That's awful. You imagine bugs like that just infesting one of those pipes? Eh! The faint sound of conversation echoes down the pipe. What of the captive? Does she still refuse to speak? She may as well be deaf-mute for all the information we've got out of her. The others aren't much better. The Elezen gets on my nerves most of all. Every time he opens his mouth, it's only to spout gibberish. Oh. I do wonder, why is the Tribuna so obsessed with this Minfilia woman? They say she possesses some mystical power, something we Garleans don't have. Mystical power? Like the kind the beastmen use? How am I supposed to bloody know? If you're so curious, why don't you ask the Tribunus yourself? As well, try to humble her. I like my head where it is, thank you very much. Our break is over. Best we get back to our stations. Minfilia has been trained to not crack. And I'll be like, I'm here to rescue Minfilia from the secret Garlean Ultima Weapon Project. And she'll be like, you knew? Garlean's secret black project. Look at that. That enormous dome of corrupted ether, I'm assuming. Or a large chunk of Dalamud. I think that's just corrupted ether, though. What a disaster. Lali lule lo. How is that possible? Yes, I'm here to take Ultima Weapon back. Does that make the Ascians the Patriots? 'Tis good to see you again, Darius. I'm given to understand you have conducted some reconnaissance. Tell me, what were you able to learn? So Minfilia and the others are indeed at Castrum Sentry. Their presence thus confirmed, we may proceed with the mission. While you were afield, Cid took the liberty of devising a plan of action. Pray have the details from him. Good work, Darius. As Alfinod has already told you, we've plotted out a course for the rescue. The gist of it is unchanged. We disguise ourselves as Imperial soldiers and infiltrate the stronghold. Glaumont is looking into ways to procure a suit of Magitech armor in the meantime. I need your assistance for some preparation of my own. Minfili and the others are counting on us, Darius. Let's not keep them waiting any longer than necessary. Very well. While Glaumont goes about devising his plan, we need to see some preparation of our own. It wouldn't do if the Imperials were to discover that they're short on armor. To prevent this from happening, I'm going to put together a makeshift communications jamming device. The explanation is like to get a bit technical, so bear with me. The Imperial forces communicate at a distance via electromagnetic waves. Simply put, voices are borne upon etheric lightning energy that permeates the air. Now, the hill-sized cluster of corrupted crystals to the west has been observed to amplify the self-same energy. By making use of this property, we should be able to drown out the Imperial voices. To ensure that we have enough amplification, we must identify the most potent crystals among the cluster. For this, I need you to go there and identify and use this device to take readings. I'll mark the likely places on your map. Oh, and just so you know, plasmoids are drawn to lightning energy. Don't be surprised if you run into a few. Plasmoids? What the hell's a plasmoid? Alright. Prime location. Oh no, plasmoid. Whew, that was a close one. Alright. There was once a period where traveling this area was a real pain in the ass because of all the nixes. They would aggro you from range and yank you in with their tongues. It was a real pain in the ass. And if you were unlucky, you'd get slowed down. Get a heavy on you. Yeah. Plasmoids! God damn it, I can't believe there are plasmoids here. Why didn't someone warn me? Oh boy, do you remember. Yep, it's the worst. Is it just another lightning sprite? Yeah, it's like a low-rent lightning sprite. It's a plasmoid. Avoid the plasmoid. Alright. Up we go. Or is it up? No, it is not up. Is it up? It is up. It's up then down. Alright. Done. And done. Mission complete. Get up, get down. Alright, Sid, what do you got? We have the readings. Excellent. Here, let me see the numbers. Yes, 4 of these crystals should suit our purpose, though I pray we won't have need of their power. My thanks, Darius. No, I don't have to go far. Over here. Hey, thanks for the follow, generic NPC name. What's that put us at? 46. Oh, we're getting close. Glaumont wants you to practice the part of Imperial Trooper. Oh yeah, we're getting up there. Clean the wax out of your ears now, because there's something I want you to do by way of preparation. Alright, this guy, this is worth pointing out. This guy getting attacked by hippogriffs is at the end of 5.3. Anyways, clean the wax out of your ears now, because there's something I want to do by way of preparation. The plan is to have you enter Castrum Sentry all decked out in Imperial duds, but a disguise is more than just the clothes you're wearing, so you gotta act the part. Darius wouldn't know how to do this. At the very least, you need to know everything about performing a convincing Imperial salute. First impressions are everything, as they say. I could teach you the salute myself, of course, but it's best you learn from the experts. So get yourself as near as you dare to Castrum Sentry and watch the Imperials doing what they do. As near as I dare. Alright. This Garlean deserter would not know the Garlean salute. No, no. He knows the 2.4 version of the salute. The Garleans are now on version 3.7. The Imperial salute is pretty cool, though. Oh no, hostiles. Okay. Here's the question about the Imperial salute. You think the grasping motion is very much like an intentional, like we're gonna control the world? Nothing is beyond our grasp. Nothing to report, sir. We have received an anonymous warning that insurgent forces are near. We must redouble our vigilance. I shall recommend that patrols be increased. Because, like, the grasping motion is very much like, we gonna grasp it all. I did it! Did you know the origins of the actual salute extend from knights identifying themselves by flipping up the visors of their helmets? That is the origin of that motion. There's your history lesson for the day. You are now learnt. Yes. So, did you manage to learn the Imperial salute? No, no, no. Best you don't demonstrate it. I'm liable to fly into a rage and crack skulls. I'll just take your word for it. Hooray! I have learnt the emote / imperialism. Alright. What's Sark Malark have? You are called Darius Stormcrow, yes? I have heard of your plight from my friend Glomit. As a fellow adventurer and son of Eorzea both, I would offer you my assistance. Learned. In order to infiltrate Castrum Sentry, you and your comrades must disguise yourselves as Imperial soldiers. The question is how to go about acquiring the uniforms and helms. I certainly don't have them ready in my inventory right now. There are places a man might purchase them, but individuals who deal in such wares are not the sort whom you would entrust your secrets. It would be more prudent, I believe, to procure what you need via traditional means from the bodies of their recently deceased owners. The fortified area before Castrum Sentry never lacks for Imperial patrols. It ought not take long to obtain 3 sets of gear, 1 for each member of the infiltration team, Biggs, Wedge, and yourself. When you have what you need, please return here and allow me to inspect the spoils. English do be stupid, this strange patchwork language we all speak. A little romantic, a little Germanic. Some other stuff mixed in there. Why are you like this, English? Speaking of the English, I've got another one for you. The old term for English, the English and the Irish, the Celts and stuff that Romans used to be Picts, because they would paint their faces with woad. And Picts, as in paint, of course being the root word of picture. There's another one for you. While I kill these guys. So the Romans were referring to the Celts as the Painteds, basically. Oh, I missed one. I gotta get helms from a Hoplomachus. Okay. Learnt times 2. Double learnt. All right. Oh. Now we wait. Not so big so. That's a pretty good name. I should let that guy go first. He's actually doing this for real. Actually, I'll just go inside. You go this way. I'll go home. Alaquiarius. Hoplomachus. Is that supposed to be like a hoplite? I think it is. They got the swords and the shields. Garlean rubber. He needs that Garlean rubber when he gets leave. Alright. That's right. I have a big brain full of trivia. Ah, theme of party god. Yep, Garlean rubber for Garlean leave. Huh? It's for that fourth eye we were talking about earlier. Wild and pure and forever free. Man, party god's great. All right. Back to it. Were you able to obtain 3 sets of Imperial equipment? Yes, and an Imperial rubber besides. Damaged as I had suspected. In their present condition, I fear these uniforms and helms are like to draw suspicion. They must be repaired, if only superficially. Fortunately, the blacksmith Eingolf at the Diamond Forge in Rowena's House of Splendors should be able to hammer them back into shape in no time. I've already sent word ahead, and have been assured that he is expecting you. Worry not! We have already impressed upon him the need for the utmost secrecy as to the nature of your mission. Yes. Alright. Alright. Here we go. To the Diamond Forge. I'm pretty sure back in the day we had to go all the way to the Weaver's Guild. So you're the venturer Sark Malark sent, are you? I've been waiting for you. Now let's see what you got for me. Give Imperial uniform. I see. Ah, yes, I reckon I can hammer these back into shape for you. After all, I owe your friend Sark Malark a favor too. Took good care of old Eingolf. Or Egginolf. He's Egginolf. You think he's a summoner? That was like, what, 10 years ago-ish? I think maybe closer to 7. After all, I owe your friend Sark Malark a favor to you. Yes, I have read this. In the days back before I fell in with old Rowena, he did. Did you know he's the son of one of the wealthiest families in the Sultanate? Wouldn't expect someone like that to end up in the life he did, but I suppose he always felt the venturer life calling him. But here I go blabbering on when there's work to be done. Just hold your horse birds for a moment or two and let the great Egginolf, and the great Egginolf will have your gear looking good as new. So I was looking at the voice cast for this game for 2.0. And noticed a certain someone who voices Lolorito. And I was shocked. And there we have it. Won't do you much good in battle, mind you. But from what I hear, that's not your priority anyhow. Do send Sark Malark my regards, will ye? Who voices Lolorito, you ask? The kind of man, were I to threaten him, he would say, "You would point an axe at your own brother?" Thanks for the follow, Bottle of Hate. I appreciate it. It's Cam Clark. Liquid Snake himself voices Lolorito. Hoomst is a good word. Yes, it's Cam Clark. Not doing his Liquid Snake voice, probably. You're too late, Warrior of Light. Ultima Weapon is already activated. I thank you for putting in the codes. Have you the uniforms and helms repaired? Boy, do I! Yes, these will serve beautifully. The great Egenolf never fails to impress. The quality of these repairs would fool even a legatus. Thus equipped, you should not have any trouble blending in amongst the Imperial forces. Lest you fear the Garleans might detect your foreignness, foreigners in fact form the greater part of the Garlean invasion force in Eorzea. You see, when the Empire subjugates a new territory, it assimilates the people of that land into its armed forces. In turn, these conscripted forces are sent to subjugate faraway lands. In this way, Garlemald nips rebellion in the bud and expands its territory in one fell stroke. With that, my part in your mission is done. I am full glad to have been of assistance to your cause. Why would I, a wealthy merchant, wish to help you? I not know where you heard such a tale, but believe me when I say I am but another humble adventurer, one who desires only to act in the best interests of the realm. Glaumont has finally devised a plan to appropriate a suit of Magitech armor. Good work getting them Imperial duds. You'll be pleased to hear I ain't been idle myself. It took me long enough, but I've finally hatched a plan to get us a suit of Magitech armor. Now, from what I've seen, Castrum Sentry deploys a Reaper for most of its patrols. The trouble is, the patrols themselves are irregular, meaning random routes and random deployments, and hardly any of them come anywhere near Revenant's Toll. So, hoping to coax the Imperials out of their shells, I took the liberty of feeding them a bit of the old false intelligence. Told them insurgents had designs on their stronghold. Tain't far from the truth, now that I come to think of it. Any road, we should start seeing more patrols than we have up till now. What you need to do is approach one of these patrols dressed up in your shiny tin suit and alert them to the enemy's presence. Having done that, you'll want to lure them as near to Revenant's Toll as you can. Like as not, though, they'll be wary of venturing far from their own walls. If they do need a bit of extra encouragement, use this smoke signal here. Filched fresh from an Imperial scout. They'll come running when they see that. And when the cavalry arrives, you hit them hard and make off with their Reaper. Simple as that. If I ain't mistaken, there's a patrol sweeping the perimeter right now, so run along, eh? Oh, and don't forget to salute. Sure, I've got this. Yep, this is convincing. At least the armor kind of matches. Garlemald is very evil, yes. Garlemald is the big evil. We've got music for the big evil. Evil Garlemald. I cannot believe. Look at these guys. Let's have a chat. My wife bore me a son not long after I was sent here. I can't wait to go home and meet him. Well, ain't that cute? You ain't going home. They say it's our duty to bring civilization to these lands, but what if these lands don't want civilizing? Get moving, you lot. The quicker we march, the sooner this will be over. Did you hear about these insurgents? Apparently they've got their eye on the castrum. Personally, I'd like to see them try to take it. It'd serve to lift the tedium. All the coin I make doing this goes home to the wife in the country. If it turns out she's been squandering on fancy clothes and gewgaws, I will not be amused. Don't worry. From another patrol, are you? When next you see your commanding officer, tell him he leads a sloppy unit. A what kind of unit, you ask? Hold on, I've got a thing for this.
Sloppy.
That kind of unit. If any of my lot forgot to salute a superior officer, they'd be on their arse faster than you can say latrine duty. Yes, well. Let me just give you an imperial salute. Sloppy. Me? Bygone Gagas. Carry on, soldier. Insurgents gathering to the east, you say? Judging by your description, they are well beyond the perimeter, but I will not have it. Said that I was remiss. You return to the scene and keep an eye on those insurgents. Should that go awry, use your smoke signal to call us. Oh, Ott is gonna go awry. Such Ott is going to go so awry. that I'm gonna put my recommended gear back on. Now, where is that battle area? Up there? Ugh. What a nuisance. Smoke signal. Aught shall go awry, arisen. Garleans ill like fire arisen. And they also hunt in packs. I hope you don't mind my joining, seeing as we're seizing advanced weaponry. I thought it best to be on hand. Ah, there she is. The Reaper. This is the place, but where is the enemy? There, over there. Enemies! Send in the Reaper. Let's make an example of these insurgents. All right. Can't not think of Dragon's Dogma when I hear Ott. You know, that's fair. Man, Dragon's Dogma was a lot of fun. I really hope we get a Dragon's Dogma 2 announced at E3 this year. That'd be great. Hostiles detected. Engaging. Down you go. The armor's gone into overdrive. Has it? At last, our very own suit of Magitech armor. Not wishing to look a gift chocobo in the beak, it does seem rather worse for the wear, doesn't it? Biggs? Wedge? What's your honest assessment? I could have sworn we had to use something on it to weaken it before. Well, there's the fact that she's smoking, of course, but looking past that, I'd say she was structurally sound. I don't like the way these legs are buckled. I hate to say this, but the servo mechanism may be damaged. But aren't those things protected by Ilmthake armor plate? They are, yes, it's odd. The casing doesn't seem to have taken a blow. I suspect we're dealing with a faulty part. Well, whatever it is we're dealing with, we're not resting till it's fixed. Not one wink of sleep. You got that, Wedge? Oh, cart chocobo. Yeah, you dirty no good. Cart chocobo. A hall has been set aside for our use in Revenant's Toll. That's where we'll carry out the repairs. Look for us there, Darius. Sure thing. I'd really like it if he missed. That would have been good. And away it goes. Let Wedge say, fuck. You're right. Oh. You gonna be okay? Yeah, you're gonna be fine. Let me just, zip on out of here real quick. Report to Sid. The Magitech armor, Sid and the others took it inside. Go on in and join them. You hope there are many Garlean theme remixes in Endwalker. You know, I'm at least hoping we'll get some. There's that one dungeon that appears to be a Garlean train station. Because we've never actually seen Garlean trains, I don't think. Ever seen an ironworks engineer at work? Well, you're in for a treat then. Stand back and enjoy the show. There's a lot of swearing and dropping tools. We've now had time to take a closer look at the Reaper. Our preliminary diagnosis was correct. She's structurally sound, but her servo mechanism is faulty. You needn't worry though. Biggs and Wedge will see her restored in her former glory in no time at all. Give those two something to mend, and they will think naught else till the job's done. 'Tis a marvelous thing to behold, provided you remind them to visit the privy. Ugh. The repairs are proceeding apace. It shouldn't be long now before Biggs and Wedge complete their work. There is, however, one small problem. As you may recall, the Machina's servo mechanism was discovered to be faulty. Wedge has subsequently ascertained that the Magitech core which drives it is worn beyond use. Such cores are rather fragile devices, which must be replaced at regular intervals. Thanks to the negligence of our Imperial colleagues, however, the one used in this Reaper was long overdue. Alas, we do not have access to a ready replacement here in Mordona, but all is not lost. Wedge thinks he may have identified an alternative solution. Go and see him, would you? He'll explain the details to you. Ah yes, a mammoth. As I believe the chief has already informed you, the Magitech core is worn beyond use. We need to find a replacement. As long as we don't must needs find a replacement. I thought about having you appropriate more Reapers, but even if the dunderhead maintenance engineers of Castrum Sentry had remembered to replace their cores, we would risk arousing Imperial suspicion. But do not despair, for I believe there is a solution. To substitute the Magitech core with a mammoth heart. In case you don't know, a mammoth heart can be used to grant sentience to an automaton. By my reckoning, such a device should be more than capable of regulating the armor's servo mechanism. We'll just need to make some minor modifications to the housing unit. I've already placed an order for a first-rate mammoth heart with the Goldsmiths Guild. The Goldsmiths Guild. Ahem. All that remains is for someone to go to Ul'dah and collect it. Oh, and to pay them for it. Did I mention how much they cost? No? Well, they typically cost something in the order of... I hope you don't mind footing the bill. It's for a good cause. You son of a bitch. I was on with this rescue plan until I had to pay money. This will not do. This will not do. I'm here to make money, not pay it. What do you think an adventurer is? He finger guns Darius as he walks out. You son of a bitch. The Goldsmiths Guild. Hello there. Hello there. Come to collect a mammoth heart, you say? Then you must be here on behalf of the Garland Ironworks. I've taken the liberty of picking the finest example we have, a heart fit for a prince among mammoths. Payment? Oh, that won't be necessary. The heart is for Master Alfino's personal use, after all. He notified us a short while ago that his manservant would be coming to collect it. Manservant?! Tender in the years though he may be, Master Alfino has been a benefactor of ours since my predecessor's time. The Goldsmiths Guild wouldn't dream of charging him. But here is the mammoth heart. May it serve you well. Oh, and please do pass on my compliments to your master. Oh, it only cost me my dignity. Well, that's fine. Ugh. All right. Put Alfino on the list right after Wedge. Serendipity and her giant ass that the mammoth makes fun of. That's right! The sexual harassment mammoth. Want to go in? Hardly needs saying, but try not to be seen. Man, shut up. What do you take me for? Some guy who gets seen by people? What do you take me for? Some sort of visible entity? Do you have the mammoth heart? I cannot wait to see if it works. Here's the mammoth heart. He takes me for a manservant? No! No! I don't wanna! Hurrah! Thank you so much. But this is magnificent. It must have cost an emperor's ransom. Well, you know Alfie now. Always neglecting the cost of things. Free of charge, courtesy of Alfino, coming from an influential family certainly has its advantages. But without further ado, let's give it a try. I've already modified the housing unit, so it should slot right in. And then the Magitech armor starts doing tricks. There, she's ready. Magitech armor, engage! Or not. She just needs a loving tap, I'll wager. Strike it. Hooray. It's ready. Yes, she's alive. The armor starts making comments on your ass. Oh no. Sexual harassment armor. Let's take her outside and put her through her paces. Darius, would you care to do the honors? Yeah, you climb in the Magitech's armor. The Magitech armor's like, hey, come on, I only seat one. What is this? Hop into the pilot seat. We'll begin as soon as you're ready. First, I'd like to try climbing that tangle of crystals yonder. As far up as you can go, if you please. Oh, and if for some reason you need to dismount, simply come back here and we'll start again. Here I go. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Yeah. No anomalous movements from either leg. Good. Next, jump back down and then sprint north, quick as you can. Jump. Sprint. Leg joints absorbing all impact without incident. Excellent. Please make your way back, Darius. Well, alright. I guess everything's just dandy then. Attention! Load limit over capacity. Please unload cargo. Oh no. Torso remains stable during vigorous motion. Excellent. And that concludes our test. Thank you for your cooperation. Here is a summary of my findings. The drivetrain is in sound condition. With some fine-tuning, we can expect a noticeable improvement in performance. As for the servo mechanism, I'm afraid it's not nearly as responsive as it should be, but I'm at a loss to explain why. The mammoth heart is in pristine condition and should be installed correctly. Perhaps its inner workings are simply too different to operate harmoniously with the armor's other mechanisms. Whereas Magitech cores serve only to conduct impulses, mammoth hearts enable automata to process information collected by their sensors as feelings. Maybe she just doesn't feel like part of the team. In which case, we should all do our best to make her feel welcome. Alright. Slap it! ... She likes it. Feelings. Click. Magitech machine did the at you. Uh-oh. What's this? What is this? Daft as it felt, I gave it my best. I welcomed myself to a bloody standstill. What were you expecting it to do anyway? Bob us a curtsy. No doubt you're wondering why the servo mechanism is so important as to warrant this silliness. Without it, the pilot would be required to control the armor's every movement manually. This would be an onerous task at the best of times and wholly impractical during battle. Using a mammoth heart in place of the worn Magitech core seemed a promising solution. Alas, the device does not appear to be compatible with Garlean technology. Wedge, are there no other ways we might demonstrate our appreciation to our friend here? I'm at my wit's end, Chief. She doesn't seem convinced. We could try a little dance, perhaps, or cheer our heads off. Ugh. Imperials! They've come for the armor. Damn it, they have us cornered. Here they come, jogging up. There's the Reaper. Taken by the traitor Garland. And is that the Icon Slayer? Oh, bollocks. Call for reinforcements. Oh, no, you don't. Quick. Use the same Magitech MacGuffin we use in every cutscene that requires a Magitech MacGuffin. We've located the stolen Reaper, requesting immediate assistance. Respond! Respond! So, it's of no use, sir. There's some sort of interference. Curse you, Garland! No matter. If we can't reclaim it, destroy it. Oh boy. He's coming with the drill. Bloody hells, Darius. Protect the armor at all costs. And in doing so, earn the armor's trust. This convenient test. Oh, that's weird. A Garlean Centurion doing the punchies. Hey, come here. That's enough out of you. Tank stance have to go on. And down they go. No problem. Hooray! Yeah, woo! Yeah! All right. What? Huh? Oh, big friend. Chief, look, she moved! Ah, now she deigns to grace us with her presence. Took us a good while, but we're finally ready. It's time to infiltrate Castrum Sentry and rescue our comrades. Comrades. Oh no, he's vandalizing the Magitech armor. There, the finishing touch. Why would we do this if we're supposed to be using it to infiltrate a place? Wedge, you dunder-headed imbecile. Yeah. Now it's got an enemy insignia on it. You think Garleans paint their Magitech units? You get like nose art, like teeth and stuff on them? That'd be cool. Servo mechanism is now fully functional, and all it took was a simple flight to the death. Remind me not to install a mammoth heart aboard the Enterprise, would you? As much as I love her, I would rather not be required to profess it before boarding. But enough of that. Let us see to our final preparations. Thanks to Biggs and Wedge, the Reaper is as good as new. We're as prepared as we're like to get. Yes. It's rescue mission time. How go your preparations, Darius? We'll leave as soon as you're ready. Glauman, you came. I thought I'd give you all a roaring send-off. 'Tis the least I can do for the fine men and women what are about to make my lifelong wish come true. Well, we'll do our best. It occurs to me, for all the help you've afforded us, we know little and less about you. What did the Empire do to earn your ire? He appears to be Alamegan, but maybe not. But I fear I put curiosity before consideration. I quite understand if you'd rather not relive those memories. No, don't mind, really. Truth be told, part of me was itching to tell you my tale. Mind you, 'tis hardly novel. I ain't the first to suffer at Imperial hands. Like most folk, I used to have a mother. She was a sweet, caring woman with a smile never far from her face. There was a sister, too, a pretty little thing. She was gentle as a lamb, but tough as nails. We were poor folk living simple lives, but we knew happiness just the same. Then the Imperials came and took it away. When Alamigo fell, they put my family in a camp. Being a lad, I was made to do hard labor, while my mother and sister were forced to do far worse. Ugh. They hid her suffering from me as best they could, but I knew, and the thought of it drove me mad. We had to escape, and so I hatched a plan to get us out of the city. We were picking our way around the gorge not far outside the walls when they caught up with us. And rather than allow themselves to be taken again, my mother and sister leaped over the edge afore my very eyes. Heartbroken as I was, I didn't put up a fight when the Imperials clapped me in chains and dragged me back. Some years after that, I escaped again, and that time I got away. Swore that I'd get revenge on the Empire and become an adventurer so as to hone my skills and earn the coin I needed. But nigh on 2 decades have since gone by, and what have I achieved? Bugger all, that's what. Not like you lot. You ain't been here 10 minutes and you've already done more than I managed in 10 bloody years. You give us too much credit, Glauman. We only seek to rescue our friends. Well, what's more important than that? In any road, after you've got your friends back, you're planning on going after the Empire. Don't pretend you ain't. I've helped a few folk take on the Imperials over the years, and every time I have, it's helped me stave off my appetite for revenge. But Summit tells me I won't be going hungry for a while with everything you've got planned. And are you sure that will satisfy you? If you wish to strike back at the Empire with your own hand, you need only say the word. We would be glad to have you with us. Tempting though your offer is, I'm feared I must decline. I swore I'd get revenge on the Empire, 'tis true, but I've long since realized that the front lines are no place for a man like me. Aye, there's some as would call me a craven, but I prefer to think of myself as a realist. My talents lie in scheming, you see, not swordplay. Helping folk like you is how I can make the most difference. But that's quite enough storytelling for one day. Best not keep your friends waiting any longer. I'll be praying for your safety and success. May Rhalgr give you strength. Yep, some lead-ins to Stormblood. Biggs gently caressing the Magitech armor in the background. Wherever the Empire goes, misery invariably follows in its wake. For the sake of all who call Eorzea home, we must put an end to Gaius's ambitions. But first, we have friends to rescue. Biggs, Wedge, and I will lie in wait east of Castrum Sentry, just outside the Stronghold's patrol perimeter. Join us when you're ready. Oh, and don't forget to wear your disguise, or this will be the shortest rescue mission in history. All right, disguise time. Now, it's in my armory chest now. Alright. Oh. Why do they even let you mount up in here? Alright. It's the innocent Gwyber. Oh, they're having a rave over there. Sick. I think the Garlean legions will ever do anything about being holed up here. Or do you think they're just gonna kind of languish? Oh, I didn't know this mud puppy was joining us. Very good. Forgive me for saying so, but you cut quite the dashing figure in Imperial black and crimson. Ah, but now is not the time for jests. Man, their old armor's so lame looking. Pay no attention to that eye. That shouldn't work. That shouldn't be open. Oh, my brand. Let's review the infiltration plan. Castrum Sentry lies just beyond. A short while ago, an Imperial patrol left to do its rounds. Alfino and I will create a diversion out here and keep them occupied for as long as we are able. Meanwhile, the three of you will enter the stronghold, posing as a patrol returning from duty. Should Alfino and I prove less distracting than hoped, I will contact you via Link Pearl. Be ready to beat a hasty retreat. At least the Maelstrom stuff matches the Garlean stuff. Wedge will lead the way in the Reaper. Stay close to him. And I hardly need to tell you this, but don't do anything suspicious. Don't do anything sus. Darius under the eye patch feels like forbidden knowledge. If you can see both of his eyes, it doesn't even look like him to me. Like, who is this imposter? Oh, unless you wonder, Ida and Yashtola left shortly before you arrived. We had planned that they should linger in the vicinity to cover our retreat in the event that Alfino and I attracted too much attention, but the approach of the Unimperial vehicle forced us to improvise. Don't be too disappointed. They did at least leave a message for you, something along the lines of don't do anything reckless, if memory serves. Wise words. Is it? Are they wise words? Alright, the Imperial Patrol should be returning any moment now. You best be off. Good luck, Darius. May the 12 keep you. Yes. If I could just mod Darius to, like, make the eye patch part of his head. It just never comes off. Music abruptly cutting off. My God.
You have spirit. That I will allow. Yet you struggle to the benefit of none, least of all yourself. This echo of yours intrigues us. We desire only to understand it, and for that we need your help.
She's got an eye patch on her armor.
You wish to be rid of the icons, do you not? You would have saved yourself a great deal of torment had you accepted our aid from the beginning.
You guys think we're gonna get like Garlean armor in Endwalker at some point? I'd be down for that. Damn.
Tell me everything, and I shall end it quickly. Refuse, and though you beg for death, you shall not have it. Which...
Yeah, she gets the eye patch, but I don't. That makes her my mortal enemy. She's bogarting all the eye patch.
My dear Minfilia, unpleasant though it will be for all concerned, you leave us no choice but to employ more rigorous methods of study. Be so kind as to deliver the prisoners to Castrum Meridianum.
Yes, milady.
Yes, milady, at once. Yeah, she's holding up fine. Yeah, dungeon set for like the train dungeon. Honestly, I'd be down with that. We get that set, and then we'll get it again later, but with die channels, right? I wonder. Do I have an eye patch? I do not! It's in my glamour dresser. I'd best get back to my duties. The supplies aren't gonna move themselves. Neither are the prisoners, come to that. Yes. Oh, I got a salute. Salute! Really hoping for a Doom Train boss? Yeah. I had really high hopes for when there possibly being Hildebrand adventures on the first was still a thing, that we'd wind up with Doom Trolley. But that would have been too good. Oh, my apologies. I didn't notice you were there. So engrossed was I in my task. You'd be engrossed, true, had the tribunus commanded you to arrange for the prisoners to be transported. What prisoners do I speak of? You mean you haven't heard? Only the infamous scions of the 7th Dawn, captured by the tribunus herself. If you don't believe me, have a look in the storage tower when next you pass that way. Wow, he just gave it right up. Hello, Centurion. Castrum Sentry has been placed under high alert. Those found where they do not belong will be summarily punished. I see. I see. Part of the maintenance crew from Occidens, are you? I don't know what they teach you over there, but being an engineer does not exempt you from saluting your superiors. That's a fine salute. Part of the maintenance crew from Occidens, are you? Welcome to Castrum Sentry, engineer. What? Prisoners? Ah, you've heard the rumors then. Yes, they're being held in the storage tower, but I strongly suggest you pay them no mind. You were summoned here to work, not to gawp at Eorzea's defeated heroes. Now, show a bit of enthusiasm or I'll have you reported. Yes, my eye patch. I can't be seen without my eye patch. It's true. That right eye is cursed. No one may gaze upon it. Shouldn't I be at my post? I suppose so, but such things don't seem to matter anymore. I've fallen for one of the prisoners. She's all I can think about of late. Am I a deviant for wanting her to salute me? Oh my god. Who is this man? Greetings, comrade. Forgive me for asking, but you haven't visited the storage tower recently, have you? I only asked because I dropped something in there, and, oh, who am I fooling? I've fallen for one of the prisoners, alright? I dare say you know the one I mean, eh? The svelte blonde? Goodness, no! It's the Lalafellan lass I'm smitten with. She's so adorable, it hurts. I want to sweep her up into my arms and squeeze her till my arms ache. What do you reckon it would take to convince the Centurion to lend me the key so I can see her? Tataru, breaking hearts even in 2.0. Alright. What's this? You need access to the storage tower. What business have you there? At the tribunus's behest, you say. This is highly irregular. But it would not do to make my lady wroth. She becomes wroth later. Take my identification key. See that it is returned when your errand is concluded. Yes. Security's tight, just as we expected. We're gonna need a special key if we want to get past this bulkhead. You mean this special key? Yeah. Tataru's just got all the boys. She brings all the boys to the yard. Who is this man? Nobody I know. Hold on. That's good enough. It matches. The prisoners, they're being held in the storage tower, as you should know, soldier. As you should know. No! Minfilia and the rest, thank goodness they're safe. I am the one you want. Leave the others be. If you harm my friends, I swear I shall take my own life, and you shall answer to your mistress. Gonna hit her with the sleep. Tataru, we must do something. Oh, that's right. Wedge also. We risk letting the entire castrum know we're here. Yes, let's risk that. Ah, you're right. We may not get a better chance. This is the 3rd squadron. What is it? A Reaper. Seized when? This came to light only now. Culprits will have left the trail. Take as many men as you need and scour the area. I want that Reaper found. Now's our chance. He made the dumb face. What the? Strike my last. Oh, strike my last order. Eliminate the intruders. Quit acting like a big man, Wedge. Oh, okay. I guess that's a thing I can do. Let everyone out so they can fight. Or let half of them out so they can fight. That's fine. Eye for an eye. These ancient techniques. Be gone. Oh boy, he went down easy. No problem. Darius! I was so scared. A boo-hoo. Oh man, she's tiny. It's foolish of you to come here. You might have been killed. Oh, shut up, Minfilia! I see you really had it under control, threatening to kill yourself. Ah yes, but thank you. I shudder to think what might have happened had you not arrived when you did. I say, did you not see Thancred anywhere? I'm beginning to fear for the fellow. Don't worry about Thancred. I'm sure he's enjoying some freshly baked goods. To linger here shall yield us no answer. Let us away ere the window to our liberty closes shut. I like your funny words, Magic Man. What did you just say? Oh.
What did you just say? Escaped? Then recapture them! Fail and I shall have your head! And what have we here?
The Tribunus herself, just as you said. You have the eye of an Ahriman, Ida. Well, she's kind of hard to miss in that showy armor of hers.
Accursed scions! How did you slip our defenses?
With unexpected ease, if truth be told. There chanced to be a commotion outside the castrum's walls, which allowed us to avail ourselves of the comforts of your vehicle. Oh, man. Every time, huh? Every time I do it? Alright, well, I've got a different one I can try. Ashtola was just being polite. That there was one more that was one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever stowed away in. No wonder it's called the Phantom Train. No passenger would be seen dead on it.
So you scuttled in amidst the freight like the vermin you are. I shall be sure to have words with our rat catcher. Such negligence is unforgivable.
That is far from your most pressing concern. First, you must answer for your own wrongdoing, Livius Haas Junius. More like Livius Sus Junius. Oh, God. 'Twas you who led the raid on the Waking Sands. You who butchered unarmed men and women for the crime of being unworthy of capture. You killed our friends. We'll never forgive you. Nor shall we suffer you to plague Eorzea a day longer. Betake you and your guard. Or betake you to your guard. Up. Here they come. More intruders. Protect the Tribunus. Confound it. Eat up with me. Not so easy. After them! Where is it?
Where is His Excellency?
In the hangar, my lady. In discussion with our guest.
Alert him at once.
Yes, my lady.
No, 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 no! I didn't get my small Coke with my fries.
There they are. Fan out and surround them. We're gonna get that emote in Stormblood. Must protect Tataru! Biggs, I'm going in. See everyone to safety. No, Wedge. Don't do it. It's okay. There are more enemies coming. Oh no, Darius, hold them off. I'll look after Minfili and Tataru. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Alright. Defeat the enemy. No problem. We get rid of this one first. Invulnerable. Hold on. Is there something around here I have to find? Yeah, there's something nearby. Let's take a look. There he is. Got him. That's a neat trick they never used again. Having something like that set up would probably make fighting a lot harder. Why don't they do it more often? Alright. Oh no! Alright. Till the beast be divested of its shield. Not really a beast. But you know what? Call it whatever you want, Orionte. Whatever makes you happy, man. Alright. Ah! Not the drill. There's another one over there, huh? Okay. Back into it. Out of the way, Carbuncle. It's a shame there isn't like a targeting filter for friendly NPCs. It's a bit of a pain having to tab through them. Alright. More like a colossal waste of iron. Oh! Papa Lima with the jabs. I didn't know he was a pugilist. More Garlemans. Oh wow, it's like all Centurions. Oops, all Centurions. No problem, no problem, no problem. I can take these guys, come on.
Take the leader, kill the rest.
Oh.
What the?
The Astola! Pray, forgive us our delay.
Papolino, Minfilia.
Saw her eyeball for a second there.
Ida!
What took you so long?
Well, it's nice to see you too.
The reunion must wait.
Right. First things first.
Yes, let's get back to being heavily outnumbered.
You ditched your Magitech armor. Fool of a Lalafell!
Well, excuse me. She's all yours if you think you can do any better.
Oh boy. I don't know. That's not too many guys. That's like not even a full party.
But there's no one in there.
Needs to make the Evangelion roar. The armor's going berserk.
Can you hear me? I need you to count to 5, then jump. Understood?
One, 2,
3,
4.
That wasn't a 5, that was a nod. Oh, escaped. Abandoned our Magitech armor to its fate.
I know not which is more pitiful, the charlatans who rule Eorzea, or the masses that clamor for their implausible panaceas. I see that which they cannot. This realm founders for want of a ruler with true power. The power to cast down icons.
True power!
If you continue to deny this truth, it is the people who will suffer. Embrace reason.
What in the 7 hells?
Oh boy.
Oh no. It's here.
That's a big bad Garleman.
12 preserve us. They finished it. Ultima weapon.
So it has a name.
It is a relic of ancient Alag, excavated from its resting place deep beneath Alamigo. The Alagons used it to crush primal and foe alike, and now the Garleans mean to do the same.
Damn you, Gaius!
Look! There, beside the Black Wolf. An Ascian.
Oh boy, he's even got his mask thing on.
An overlord, no less. His garb attests to that.
Oh, he's wearing his neck covering. You know what that means.
La Habrea. It could only be him.
Yep, we're gonna give it away here. Shocked Pikachu face. You bitch!
He was La Habrea? No. No, this cannot be.
It cannot be!
We have to go now! Hang on!
I'll go down there and fight him.
All that time, the enemy was beside me, and I never even suspected. And to think that it was I who suggested that Thancred investigate the Ascians. How could I have been so blind?
I'm sure you're a perfectly good judge of character normally, Elf, you know? I'm sure that's not going to come back to bite you in the ass at any other point. Hey, don't hit the ship.
You are every move, and where to find us. Confound it all!
Ship didn't do anything.
No, this is not the time for self-doubt. The Alliance leaders staked their hopes on the Scions, but now they believe us all dead or missing. When they learn of the Empire's new weapon, we cannot be certain what they will do. We must go and offer them what assurances we can that defeat is not inevitable.
Cryle, this is Minfilia.
The situation may have taken an ill turn.
Forgive me if I seem brusque.
Cryle.
The item I requested. Is it ready?
But the battle is far from over. And so long as we stand together, there shall ever be hope of victory.
I am in your debt, my friend.
What are they talking about?
The people of
The
Eorzea
item.
falter for want of such hope. Let us provide it. Let us bear to them the tidings that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn are returned.
I mean, I guess.
Matters are coming to a head. I hope we can count on you.
To do all the heavy lifting? Sure.
My regards to Grandfather. I am ready. Let us pay a visit to the Council of the Alliance leadership.
And we're off. Oh, we're not done yet, though. Hells take the Black Wolf and his new toy. It's bad news. Rally all available forces. I want them ready to move upon my word. And relay to Slafferson the order to sail. That is all. Maelstrom stands ready. What of the flames? Ready as we're like to be. We only need to give the word to Royal. I'm sure that's a good idea. Has there been no word from Ishgard? None. The dragons have got their tongues. Silent to the last. I was unwise to hope for better. What would stir the Archbishop to open his holy mouth, if not this? He claims the fury for his god. 'Tis bad comedy. Yeah, that old bitch. The Holy See has made its choice. We will proceed without its cooperation. Well, all right. I believe we are all acquainted with the terms of the Black Wolf's ultimatum. We must agree upon a course of action. Not less than the fate of Eorzea hangs upon the decision of this council. What are they gonna do? Van Baelsar claims to wield the power to smite primals. Should we yield to him, he pledges to rid the realm of its false gods. He'd offer resistance, and he swears we shall share the primal's fate. Pardon my bluntness, but I do not like these choices. This is too great a decision for any one of our nations to make alone. Choose we surrender or resistance, we must answer as one, for if it is but one surrenders, the rest shall surely fall. Let us pray for the wisdom to do right by all our peoples. Alright. Turn this in, and then we'll call it for the day. It looks like tomorrow is going to be Castrum and Praetorium o'clock. Thancred's plight troubles us all, yet we cannot allow anything to come between us and our goal. So long as Ultima Weapon exists, Eorzea will never know peace. Let us go to the Alliance leaders, Darius, and help them make the right decision. Alright. That's all for now. Tomorrow, we'll be heading into Castrum and Praetorium, and maybe a little more if there's time, but expect creeping mendacity tomorrow. Along with
such devastation. So thanks again, everyone, for coming out, and a big thanks to all my new followers. We're almost at 50. We're almost there. I aim to make 50 by my birthday on Saturday. We'll see if I can do it. I'm incredibly grateful for all of the help. Every single one of you. It's great. It's more than I could have possibly hoped for. I'm also still speaking with my Garlean voice filter on. Ahem.
Again, thanks everyone. Thank you very much. I'll see you all tomorrow. So have yourselves a good day, a good tomorrow, and I hope to see you there. Alright, before I end this, I wonder if there's anyone we can raid, since that's a thing I should be going. Oh boy. Alright, Pat's streaming. Time to go raid Pat. See you guys tomorrow. Alright.